Barakat Yahweh Shai, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahweh Shai, Kal Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and honors and salutations to you Akim out there that's laboring in this truth and sincerity without wavering. And as you see the title, if the holy prophets were afraid of what's to come, then why aren't you? All right? The scriptures speak about, matter of fact, let me start off with Peter's first, and then I'll get back to the other scriptures that I had going into this. And this is something that, it's an impromptu something that just came to the spirit, came to me through the spirit. So I said, fuck it, let me just, put it down since the spirit was feeding me. And hey, and shalom to all you Akim out there, double honors to you apostles, you elders, you bishops, you captains, camp leaders, the whole nation, all right, the fellow yoke laborers, right, the true kinfolk, the true men of the Lord, shalom to you, to all you Akim, all right, and again, this is just like it's an impromptu, Lord willing, it's probably it's gonna try to hit the point. But it's gonna be some reading in it too, but we gonna go in. All right, so this is 2 Peter's chapter 3. No, Salakia 3. I had the second chapter, but anyway, this is 2 Peter's chapter 3, verse 10. It said, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night." It said, "In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise." What's that great noise speaking about? That's talking about the thermonuclear destruction. See, and that's what's going to cap off everything. And of course, we know that. Look, prophecy, the Most High, and I keep saying it, because it's the truth. The Most High got prophecy in time. Everything is in sync. The Most High is in sync. He's totally synced. So one prophecy doesn't jump the other. Like I said, World War III wasn't gonna happen before World War I. You see what I'm saying? So these are but at the end of the day, when it's finally done, and which that's what we hoping to make it to the end, right? The end, what's going to end everything, is the thermonuclear destruction. And see, and Jake don't realize how deadly and how the what's entailed in its entirety. Because if so, they wouldn't be playing around, man. The prophets got sick when they seen these visions, man. They got sick, and they were the men of the Lord, and they were scared. So, and that's why the scriptures say that the righteous shall scarcely make it. Even though we're in the truth and everything, right? Which is of course, is a blessing, but that don't mean we're still going to be afraid. We're still in this fire, and the Lord is going to turn his heat up. He's going to put the spirit on Esau to go crazy, man. You see, and they've been pushing the CHI to the P crazy, man. All right, which Amazon, Whole Foods, they're all together, but that's the wave that they put. That's the next thing. All right, they're getting rid of the cash. Right? The digital currency, they've been pushing that more. Why? So they could go into that system and implement the MOTB. You see? According to the prophecies in Revelation the 13th chapter, the same thing you hear us talking about time and time again. And now you actually see it being played out time and time again. All right? So anyway, back to the scripture. It says, the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. And not that the actual heavens with a cloud. That's not going to be destroyed. All right? The scriptures say the earth is going to rock to and fro like a drunkard, but the earth is not going to be destroyed. The people that are in power are going to be destroyed. So this is a very cataclysmic, or however you say the fucking word. Like, I mean, I'm trying to find the best word to describe the magnitude of what the Most High is bringing. This is going, when the scriptures say, because we still talk about what the Lord did to Pharaoh going back in Egypt, right? Right, hey, that's a good one too. 2 Ezra 14, Lord willing, we get that one. Right, but now the scriptures say that this is going to trump that destruction. When you read in Jeremiah the 16th chapter and other verses, they're saying what's about to come is going to be talked about more than that. Because why? This is the most wickedest kingdom that there ever was. I mean, it's foul. It's so wicked. America's in need of destruction, man. That's why the Lord said in Isaiah, hold up. All right, now so we're jumping around early, but that's all right. That's the spirit. The spirit's like that. Spirit's like the wind. Isaiah, I believe it's 34. Now I'll at the first verse. Because see, basically the Most High, yeah, bro, man, Fucking, we all hate this fucking place, man. And that's the right spirit to be in, man. Ain't supposed to be in the fucking, oh, I'm in love, you know? Anytime you acting happy or I mean, whatever, you know, if you're on the job, it's all a fucking act, man. In all reality, man, we're fucking broken, man. Which is beyond sad, and we're fucking broken. We're disgusted, man. We don't want to fucking be here if it had not been for what we know. You see what I'm saying? If we didn't know that there's an end to all this bullshit and that the Lord is coming back, that's why we strive and we continue to push on, pressing to that mark. We know that the kingdom of heaven is coming, man. The Most High gonna wipe this fucking place out and set up his kingdom, man. You see, but now this is Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. So this is for all the other nations that's out there. The Most High is gathering them. That's why you got wars happening, man. And it is going to be World War III is pretty much done started already. All the chips been in place. All right. And the Most High is the one that controls the time of that. So there's few things. And when you see all these things happening, which the Lord said in Luke 21, lift up your head. So we see what they're doing. We see that they're destroying the food processing plants. They're making this fake food and everything, right? They're poisoning. Now they're about to come with another round of lockdowns. Or at least they keep putting that out there about these lockdowns. And we told, and they told you. They said it's going to be worse. You got insiders, Kennedy and all these other guys saying, look, what's coming down the pipeline is worse than what happened a couple years ago. All right, because this devil doesn't stop. He increases in his wickedness, his destruction, his torture, and all for his demonic plot. All right, to annihilate the children of the Lord, to gain total control, all right, and establish his vision, his so-called New World Order, man. All right. When the Apostle Gabar was speaking about the book, the Illuminati, and they plans and stuff, I forgot the name of the actual book. Yeah, he's right. That's a good. You're supposed to be. The scriptures, 2 Corinthians 2:11, man. For we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, least he should get an advantage of us, man. You're supposed to know the inner workings of these damn devils, man. Because why? The Most High set this devil up. It tell you that in Psalms, what was it 13:17 or 17:13? Isaiah the 10th chapter, in various parts of the scriptures, man. Psalm 64. All throughout the scriptures tell you that the Lord set these devils. They don't even realize they being set up, man, to wreak the havoc that they're doing. Because why? It's part of the Most High's plan to destroy this world. First of all, this ain't our world. Job 9:24 tells you that this is the so-called white man's world. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. That's how we know he's the devil. So this ain't our world anyway, man. All right? But it says, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations. And these other nations, they're pawns. Don't think that the Russians got next, the Chinese got next, them fucking musky ass Arabs, they got next. They ain't got next. The Israelites got next, man. You could bet on that. The next world is for the kingdom of Israel, the real Israelites, not these goddamn imposters, man. Not these big nose, small hat mother effers, man. The kingdom of Israel is the next rulership, man. It said, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. And eventually, while they're battling, right, and engaging in war, they are going to be fighting. They're going to turn against America, right? Like the prophecy said, right? They shall hate the whore, because America is that whore, that filthy, abominable whore, right? So they're going to turn against her, but then the Lord is going to come from heaven. See, all these things are happening. So that's why the prophets, when they seen these things, right, and live in color, if you will, in HD, that shit fucked them up, you know? Hey, and how about Shema Shah Brakathon to all you Akim out there? That fucked them up. Some of them got sick. This is not a game. So now we're living through it. So how you think we supposed to be carrying ourselves, man? You see? But now it says, the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. So the Lord's bringing them to the slaughter. Because right while they're engaging in the battle with each other, the Lord is going to come back with the holy angels. All right, that's the battle of Armageddon, or Armageddon, as they say, which is the mount of the troops, right? Which the Lord and his angels, the holy angels, the righteous angels, such as the archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, all the angels, the host of the angels are coming with the Lord. The Lord's coming back with which the one angel could take out this whole world. So you know that this shit is going to go down, man. It ain't gonna be, the scriptures say there ain't gonna be no place left for these devils. All these people that you see right now, yeah, they got these armies, they got the missiles, they got all these new weaponry, lasers and stuff. You see what they doing with the lasers? They burning shit down in Hawaii, all kind of places, man. And when you go into it, and there's a lot of other people, they said, look, they've been that laser technology is nothing new. That's why if you see the old, like the Super Soldier projects and all that, you see the old cartoons, those that are of around my age or whatever that can remember these things, such as like GFI. I'm talking some electrical shit. GI Joe, right? GI Joe. Now they would show you basically that was based on the super program, the Super Soldier program, and Do and Harp and all that. They had that back then. The concept and all that. They just been perfecting it. Just like, guess what? The MOTB, because the Most High gave them that knowledge, man. Right? That's why I said thou art wiser than Daniel, because why? In this day and age, Esau was given that knowledge to create these things, but the Most High allowed them to perfect it, such as the VCR to a camera to recording things, right? Recording data, right? Making the internet, right? The Most High gave, and of course Israel was involved, but they are the ones who got who came up with that technology, because the Most High did it. Just like the Lord allowed, all them jokers, that was on the Manhattan Project, that was making the different bombs and splicing atoms and all the whole physics of that. The Most High gave them that information, which was ancient wisdom that the Most High been had before the earth was created. And the Most High, he's so bad, he can make shit just come from out of the elements, man. He ain't got to sit there, go on a chalkboard and draw all kind of equations and try to go there, test this theory and fail and so. No, the Most High is one shot. One shot is done. All right? But anyway, going back to the scripture, it said, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, because the dead bodies are not going to be buried. Remember back in New Orleans? And seeing a lot, and that's the problem. People forget the judgments of the Lord. You got the hurricane about to tighten up Florida, right? Which, and the thing is this, again, I'm going to say it, whether you want to attribute it to the heart, because Esau does have a heart program, we know, to do and all this and that. Guess what? It's still of the Lord, man. Because the scriptures say on the left hand where the Lord doth work. All right? Then the scriptures say the wicked, which is thy sword. So the Most High uses this devil to do his bidding, to do his dirty work, man. All right? So the plans that Esau got of destroying things, the Most High the Most High set this devil up. Because he doesn't realize that he's destroyed it. Look at the whole earth is all fucked up, man. And they think they're going to sit there and slide away in a bubble somewhere, floating in the galaxy, like Star Trek or some shit. Nah, the Most High got them in a trick bag, and the Lord is about to bust their ass, man. The Lord's coming to bust their ass, man. So that's why, man, look, man, we got a lot to look forward to, man. All right, and that's why we keep going and pushing, basically marching into Zion, baby, marching into the kingdom. All right, but it said their slain should be cast out. And like I said, in New Orleans, that was a hell of a sight, man. You had dead bodies, and because of the flood, they broke the levees and killed them motherfuckers. Niggas was all swole up 4 or 5 times the size they was with the sun baking on them. That's, man, it's gonna be some real shit, man. Some horrific shit. Right now, nobody wants to listen. Everybody wants to talk shit. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody got a podcast. You got Israelites. Here it is. You got Nate out there looking for fame. Here it is. The Most High about to destroy this place. And the point that the brother, the elder in Indianapolis, the Mashapat, says, here it is, Yahweh Shai ain't got his glory or his honor and his respect, but you got Israelites out there going glorifying themselves, seeking their own honor and glory, man. All right, that's not wise. And guess what? We know the end of them, man. Yeah, they might be up there shining and they bragging about numbers. That's stupid. That's foolish. That's off. And the Lord said, everything that is exalted shall be abased. So the Lord is going to take down all these other different Israelite groups out there. Because, yeah, we are the Israelites, but not every Israelite is the Israel of the Most High. No, not every Israelite is righteous. All right, you got a lot of wickedness. Hell, you probably got more wicked Israelites than other niggas, if you know. Or the Israelites that the wickedness that Israelites do is greater than the wickedness these niggas do that don't know that they're Israelites. Hope I didn't lose you with that. I got caught up. But I'm saying the nigga that's in the truth is worse than a nigga that's in the world. All right? It's nothing worse than a nigga, and when I say a nigga in the truth, a nigga that's pretending to be in the truth, man. All right? But really got all kind of guile and wickedness and ulterior motives, man. As if the Most High don't see you, man. That shows you the low level frequency a lot of these niggas operate under too, man. You see? But the Most High gonna get rid of all, he gonna sweep all them niggas away too. All right? They getting caught in that besom of destruction, man. That's coming. And that's what the prophets, they seen these things, man. So if you was truly a prophet, you wouldn't be parading around. You'd be waiting, praying for the Lord to have mercy and waiting for the Lord's righteousness, man, his arm of salvation, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You wouldn't be afraid to say the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But we know that that's because you're none of his, man. All right, but it says, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. All right, meaning the Most High is going to do a lot of killing, man. All right, the blood's going to be melting. All right, pouring from the mountain. Represent, like when you do when you did the sacrifice, the blood ran down, right? The Most High is going to sacrifice it. This is a sacrifice, man. All right, the Most High because the Lord requires a sacrifice, man. All right, the way everything is going to be set right and cleanses, the Lord is going to sacrifice these devils, man. But their time is up. The Most High is going to burn their ass out. All right, and the elites, because not all of them going to die. We need slaves. And the Bible speaks about slavery, man. And that's what's going to see. Things keep going on, man. But this time is going. That's where the buck stops. The Most High is going to deliver us, Lord willing. We be of the elect, right? The brothers that's allotted to make it out of here. We're going to be delivered, and then Esau, the elites that make it, we're going to have them as slaves. Remember that we're going to have slaves. When you see these devils, right? You're looking at your future slaves, and look at them. Look how stupid and foolish they are. They all a bunch of Joe Bidens and Donald Trumps, and they all act like that, man. They all act like that, man. Or some pedophile type motherfuckers, man. That's what they all are anyway. You see, but that's why Job was pissed, and he spoke on that, man. You know, they that are younger than me have me in derision, man. You see, because you got to remember where they come from, their history, man. These devils ain't fucking nothing, man. They ain't nothing great about them. The only thing they got is great lies, man. Great lies, man. You know? But anyway, going on, reading on, it says, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as a leaf falling from off the vine, and as a fallen fig from the fig tree. Yeah, those missiles. All right, and when those missiles hit, they make what's called a mushroom cloud. I believe I put that on the thumbnail. And you brothers are aware, this is prophecy. The prophet's seen this stuff, man. All right? The heavens rolled like a scroll. Not talking about the actual heavens, talking about you're going to see in the heavens the cloud. The mushroom cloud is what they call it, right? So it says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. The Lord said his sword is going to be bathed in heaven. It said, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, which is Edom. All right? That's a good one. Psalms 36:3. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He have left off to be wise and to do good. Yep. Okay. So it says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. The sword of the Lord is what? Those nuclear missiles. So that's what's going to overall destroy everything. So everything that we see here is not going to be here no more. Especially in America. That's why the scripture, Lord willing, we go to try to get the 21st chapter in Isaiah. That's why it refers to the desert, because Babylon, which is America, will be left as a desert. It tells you that in the 13th chapter, the 14th chapter, right? So reading on, it says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, which is Edom, the so-called white people, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Because why? These devils are cursed. That's why they have lack of pigmentation and they have no color. They're the cursed nation. They're the cursed nation. They said that we was cursed. They try to flip it. They're the fucking cursed people, man. It says, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is. See, wait a minute. The sword of the Lord? What are we talking about here, man? Are you really reading your Bible? Are you sitting there talking, all you fucking holy rollers, you bullshit, fake ass, wicked ass Christians, you hypocritical, you wicked niggas in the Christian church? Are you really reading your Bible? Huh? Are you really reading your Bible? It said the sword of the Lord. Wait a minute. They didn't say no roses. They didn't say no rosary beads, right? Or no so-called demonic peace symbols and nothing like that. It said the sword of the Lord. And then it said it's filled with blood. So that means the Lord is going to be doing what? If you got a sword and it's filled with blood, that means you killed some motherfuckers, man. It said it is made fat with fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats. And guess who the lambs and the goats are going to be, man? All right, the lambs and the goats is the people. These other nations, the 2/3. All right, the scriptures say the slain of the Lord shall be many. It says, with the fat of the kidneys of the rams, for the Lord have a sacrifice in Basra. Basra was a city of Esau, going back to Edom. This is nowadays America represents Basra because why? The people make up the place. Esau is in control. Who controls America, man? Who runs America, man? All right. So the Lord said He has a That's the Spirit, bro. That's the Spirit. I didn't realize it was going to say that, but the Spirit had me say the Most High is going to make us. He's going to sacrifice these devils, man. All right. And it's long overdue. Look at all the wickedness these devils been doing, man. The pizza GAT. I don't even know if I can say this stuff. Y'all know what they've been doing, man. All right. Now they want to sit there and talk about sounds of freedom. You goddamn hypocrite devils, man. All right. But the Most High said He's going to He got a sacrifice waiting, man. The Most High got some shit for your ass, man. And yeah, the Most High made you make shit that's going to fuck you up, man. All right. It says, in a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. A great slaughter. You got that? A great slaughter is coming, man. And this is why the prophets were afraid. They seen it, man. They seen the blood. They seen the dead bodies. They seen kids being killed and destroyed. They seen the missiles coming, burning shit down. They seen it. They seen the chariots, the holy chariots. They seen the angels fighting. They seen all these things. This is prophecy, man. All right? It said Salaki, it said the unicorn should come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and the dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance. That's what's happening. That's why you got these hurricanes and shit happening, man. All these, which of course these devils they shooting shit with lasers, because of course this shit is weird. Now everything is fucking burning up, major fires everywhere. All right, you got people running from the fire, they burning their houses. I think it was in Louisiana, out there in Cali, out there in Europe. I think Greece. Well, yeah, okay, but guess what? Howard Shai said it was going to be like that, man. He said the fire was going to be turned up before he get here. Luke the 12th chapter. So, hey, everything is going according to schedule, man. All right, according to schedule. The prophecies are rolling out according to schedule. This devil is being the devil. He's coming. Getting ready to fuck people up. They talk about another lockdown, and you know, in this one you might not be able to get out your house unless you got. That's if you make it past. That's if you survive and you're still alive, because they're gonna kill a lot of these people. You got creepy sleepy Joe, and which he's a figure. He's a goddamn dead Muppet baby anyway. But anyway, they using him. They're sitting there mandating. They trying to come up with a whole new. Oh, we're gonna give it to you for free. We're gonna give you the snake pits for free. Don't worry, you ain't gonna have to worry about it. We're gonna make sure there's enough for everybody. You see? So now they doing this stuff. So if you make it through that, and all this other shit they planning, the food, they burning the food down and everything, and these other plagues that are coming, well, guess what? You're gonna probably to get out. I won't be surprised if at that point they're gonna say you better go to your nearest shipping center and get that joint up in you. And then we're gonna see. We're gonna see, because guess what? Everything is going according to plan, according to the Most High's plan, man. Right? You come to 15-minute cities. Yep. And they keep pushing that. So everything, this is spiritual, man. Everything is on track. You brothers, believing brothers, just stay patient, man. Endure, man. Don't get offended. Put off any petty bullshit beefs with any brother, real brothers. Put petty shit to the side, man. Don't act like a fucking Big Shirley or whatever. Just be humble yourself before the Lord and wait and be patient, man, because it's coming. It said, for it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. So the Lord is going to fight for all our causes, man. All this shit what this devil's doing to us, ripping us off, fucking us up, making it beyond impossible for us to fucking survive. Yeah, come. That's right, brother. The smart cities in the CIA, the CHI. The CHI is not shy. Although Chicago, you see what's going on out there. That's definitely. And they a lot of the movies they hint to Chicago being one of the target areas for martial law, the National Guards and all that. But we know it's coming because the scriptures tell you that. 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. All right. So it says, "In the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become a burning pitch." All right. So America's going to be one great big fire pit, man, and that's why it's going to turn into a desert, man. All right. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation, it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it ever and ever. All right, but the cormorant and bittern, which is I believe is owls, desert vultures, shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it. Those are more desert creatures, and there's different type of owls, right? Different type of birds too, different species. It says, and he shall stretch, and that ain't, and it ain't got nothing to do with no. When you read on in the 16th verse, it should possess it line upon line. It has nothing to do with that. All right, just as a footnote, man. That just came to my mind. You got some, like I said, man. You meet some of the worst niggas in its truth, man. You think you met some foul or bugged out, weird motherfuckers in the world before you came. You come in the truth, man. A nigga with a Bible could be deadly. If he's of the elect, then that's a blessing. But if he's not, man, a nigga with a Bible could be very deadly, man. All right, sitting up there playing more games than the damn devil, man. That's why the Lord said, "My people are more wickeder than the wicked." You see, but all right. So now let me go back. Where we was at? Peter. I'm gonna go to Peter's. Well, you know what? Since I'm here, let me go to the 21st chapter. Then we'll go back to Peter's. Isaiah 21. All right, Isaiah 21:1. It said, "The burden of the desert of the sea, as whirlwinds in the south pass through, so it coming from the desert from a terrible land." And we know that the whirlwinds, basically the destroying wind, is going to be those missiles. Going back to Revelations, all right. And the desert is America, because America is going to actually be a desert, which America is also known as Babylon the Great, but it's going to be a desert, a wasteland after the Lord finished with it. It said, a grievous vision is declared unto me. The treacherous dealer dealeth treacherously. Who's been dealing treacherously, man? Who's been stealing and taking people's land, right? Going into people's houses, murdering people, leading these goddamn sex, what do they call it? Child rings, slave ring, child slave rings. I don't know how to say it right, but who's been behind all this stuff? All right, the elites, the so-called white man. Who's behind all the oppression and the slavery and the ripping people off of their wages here in America, man? All right, the so-called white man. Who's behind the slavery? Straight up, the hardcore slavery, the butchering, the lynching, the murdering of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Haitians, Jakes, the sex trafficking rings, the water, brother, the trafficking rings. All right, who's behind all that? The pedo rings, all right? Exactly, the pedo rings. Who's behind all that stuff? The so-called white man, man. You see? So it said the treacherous dealer dealeth treacherously. So who's out here dealing treacherously, man? Right? And still taking shit, man. And they putting it right in your face. Now it's in plain sight. Because they're at the end. They don't even care if you got the proof or the receipts. They don't give a damn, man. They operate above the law. They want you to follow the bullshit they say, but they got so-called diplomatic immunity, man. It don't pertain to them. All right? And they can come whenever they want and take what you got. So you're never free, man. People thinking that they're free, man. Give me a break, man. Free from what? But this is the prophet Isaiah. He said, a grievous vision is declared unto me. The treacherous dealer dealeth treacherously, and the spoiler spoileth. Right? That's what the Lord said, John 10:10. The thief, matter of fact, let me read it straight from the Lord's mouth. All right? St. John, chapter 10, verse 10. Says, the thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill. See? The treacherous dealing treacherously, the spoiler spoiling. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life. The they that might have life is speaking about the elect of Israel. And of course, the 2/3, they're going to come back in the kingdom. I don't know. I heard some bullshit. I think Apostle Rama, one of them, somebody sitting there talking about the 2/3 is going to be done away with. What the fuck is wrong with you? Because you got that fucking that westernized Babylonian mentality, man. You got that damn Christian mentality. You're supposed to be an Israelite. You're supposed to be a Hebrew Israelite, but you acting like a goddamn Christian novice, man. Talk about some goddamn hell. You believing in hell and 3 stages of hell, and this, you're gonna burn, and these guys are going to hell. That's why you saying stupid shit like that. The 2/3. Well, that's why the Most High is gonna kill you niggas, man. Because you ain't got the truth. You ain't got the judgment, man. The Most High ain't never spoke to you. Now, I don't care how shiny and purpley or black your garments could be, man. Or whatever colors you niggas make your garments and stuff. A lot of y'all worry about the outward appearance. Y'all don't worry about the inside, man. And it's clear, all right? It's clear as day. But anyway, it says, I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly, right? that they might have it more abundantly. Hey, shalom to the brother Tyler 1-2 in Wisconsin. I would rather say, Lord willing, brother. But this is the words of Yahweh Shai. That was an inside thing. Brother sent me a message. But Shai come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. Speaking about us, the elect, and that's what we're coming into life, man. We're leaving death. America's the valley of the shadow of death. There's no life here. So people that got their plans and they're thinking about America and don't want to hear the truth, then die, motherfucker. All right, just die. Okay, you're gonna die to death. You are gonna die if you don't accept the truth. Well, if you're not the elect, you can't just accept. The Lord got the Lord. We didn't. The Lord brought all of us in. All right, the Most High is only dealing with his elect. So if you're not of the elect of Israel, which we're hoping, that's why, as a matter of fact, Apostle Tar did a show with the title, and Apostle Ron, give diligence to make thy calling and election sure. So that's why we're constantly fighting and putting videos up and doing the work of the Lord, man. All right, and the work of the Lord means what? What Yahweh Shai was doing. Yahweh Shai was teaching, and he was actually not just in word. He was actually showing and proving. That's why he washed the disciples' feet to show that, look, I'm not just telling. The best way to lead is by example. That's why the scriptures say, be ye doers of the word and not hearers only. So you got to be brotherly, man. That's why I said, brothers, don't be having no fucking bullshit, man. The scriptures, tell you what to do with all that, how to get that right, man. Okay? Just do the work, man. Just do the work and stay diligent, man. And pray for more faith. Pray for the brothers. Pray for the deliverance. Pray that the Most High hasten the days, as we read in Peter's, right? It says, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. That's why Yahweh Shai did what he did, man. And he was the only one found worthy. And he's going to get that glory. So you got guys, again, looking for their glory. But what about the Lord, man? These people got some nerve, man. Got some motherfucking nerve. But anyway, back in Isaiah, where is it at? Oh, there we go. Boom, boom. Isaiah, no, we did 34, Isaiah 21. Pardon me, brothers. Isaiah 21. Right? So now, verse 2, it says, a grievous vision is declared unto me. The treacherous dealer dealeth treacherously, and the spoiler spoileth, which is these damn devils. Go up, O Elam, besiege, O Media. All the sighing thereof have I made to cease. Meaning the Most High said, that's why these other nations came into some type of power, where the scriptures tell you that now the weak may say I'm strong. Right? Because why? The Lord is setting them up, because he's going to use them and their weapons, to make the weapons as well, to come against America, to come against the so-called white man, to destroy this devil, man. Or to start the break. They're going to start it. Yahweh Shai going to finish it, okay? But the Most High is going to use these other nations to start it up, okay? And that's why now you see, you have a BRICS nation. You have nations like left and right ditching the dollar bill. Everybody, and even eventually NATO, which I think is one of the Apostle Gabar said the other day, which is true, even they're going to turn against the United States. Because remember, this tension and friction that was amongst NATO. You see what I'm saying? So they are going to turn eventually, they're going to hate the whore, as the prophecy says, you see? But the Most High is raising these nations up to come against America, man. So it says, therefore are my loins filled with pain. This is what Isaiah said. He's like inside, meaning his gut. That shit, that's like like something troubling you, like throughout the night or whatever. Like, nah, that ain't gonna be nice. That's gonna be some shit. So he, and Ezra did the same thing too. And the angel had to come and comfort him. Like, nah, look, chill. All right, and that's why the Lord said in Job, the 5th chapter, famine and destruction now shall laugh. The elect of Israel, we gonna make it through. Wherever the Lord got us at, all right. Wherever the Most High got us at that moment, that's why I don't worry. Just make sure you worry about doing the work of the Most High. All right? Fearing the Most High, sending up the prayers, man. All right? It said, therefore are my loins filled with pains. Pains have taken hold upon me as the pains of a woman that travaileth. I was bowed down at the hearing of it. I was dismayed at the seeing of it. Right? Because Isaiah has seen it. Jeremiah has seen it. Zechariah has seen it. You see, Habakkuk seen it. Ezra, John, the disciples. The Lord gave John the vision. The Apostle Paul got visions. So they seen it, man. So he said, what? My heart panted, Slakia, We'll go back to 3. It says, therefore my loins filled with pains. Pains have taken hold upon me, as the pains of a woman that travaileth. I was bowed down at the hearing of it. I was dismayed at the seeing of it. My heart panted. Like, you know how your heart start beating, palpitations or whatever they call it. Fearfulness affrighted me. And this is a prophet, a man of the Lord. So why are people walking around so proud, man? Right? And a lot of these jakes, they get mad as, but fuck them. All right? Because at the end of the day, if they got a problem with the word of the Most High, then they're going to die, man. All right? They're not real brothers, man. All right? They're a bunch of goddamn suckers, man. Only a pussy will sit there and love wickedness, man. I love this bullshit, man. All right? A bitch-ass nigga, man. Pardon me, man. You get mad, though, at a lot, because the worst people that come against this truth is our own people. You got Edomites that don't come again, and Esau's condemned. This is the refreshing for Jake. You know, but the Lord said that, man. And the Lord said we dwell amongst a fucking bunch of scorpions, man. Scorpion-ass niggas. Some niggas probably, they call themselves Scorpion. And that's their nickname and shit, Scorpion, because these niggas is foul, man. Right? But he said, my heart panted, fearfulness affrighted me. The night of my pleasure hath he turned into fear unto me. Prepare the table, watch in the tower. Like the Lord told the prophets. Right? Watch as well as pray. That's what Yahweh Shai was saying. It says, eat, drink, arise, ye princes, and anoint the shield. There's a time of war coming, man. That's what it is, a time of war coming. You see, it's not the time of love and happiness, man. You know, although, you know, to keep it real, certain times is, you know, a so-called downtime or a balance or whatever the case is. Brother might listen to some music or whatever. Brother might pull the grill out. But at the end of the day, what's in the back of, what's on your mind? It's truth, man. The kingdom, the prophecies, man. You know? Everything, we might be at work and shit. Really, that's what happened. I'm sitting up there. I said, let me get something to eat so I can get, you know, work. But then the scriptures is in my head, man. You know, and then too, you know, you get, well, I get inspiration watching the apostles, the bishops, the elders, you brothers out there on the comment board that be doing the videos and stuff. So that inspiration kicks in, man. And this truth is always on our mind because of what? We're definitely in a time, and the Lord has woken us up for a reason, man, not to put us back to sleep. You see? But I'm gonna end it right there, and you know, if the Lord allow me, of course, it was more scriptures and points to touch on. Really, just scratch the surface of it, but you know, in the interest of time, you know, Lord willing, we'll come back and continue, man. I pray that y'all are edified, and you know, we almost out of here, man. We almost out this motherfucker. Just stay patient, man, and keep on doing. Don't be offended. Don't get tossed off the horse, so to speak. You know, just continue, just pray and endure. Pray for brothers and keep it brotherly, man. Damn, say shalom, Yahweh Shem Shai, Brakathum to the elect, and Ka'al Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.